Someone's checking out the new nesting boxes.
Ooh, she is. You like those?
I like this one.
Nope, I think I'm just going to lay right here between the two of them. Just to drive you guys crazy. So, ooh, this one's really nice. Well, last night the storms blew through, and luckily we didn't get too much damage. We didn't get any hail. We had a lot of strong wind and a lot of heavy rain. About the worst damage to the garden was a blown over sunflower. It doesn't look like it's going to stay up very well. I'll have to get some string and tie it up. But other than that, the tomatoes got blown around a little bit. As for the rest of the garden, I think it pretty much survived. Now we do have a chance for some more strong storms later on this afternoon, which I'm hoping we don't get, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We have all sorts of cucumbers coming on now. Look at that. And I've been harvesting some too, and they are delicious. I can't wait to harvest enough of them that I can fill up my crock and ferment them. We've had a lot of really nice rain. I think over the last 2 evenings we've had a total of 1.5 inches. So I need to take advantage of that and get these weeds pulled up while I have the chance. But for right now I'm going to get the chicken chores taken care of. Brooke milked nutmeg this morning, and so she told me she'd do that if I do her chicken chores. So I told her yes, I would. And then Michael, he fed Ollie and did the turkey chores out there. So basically the only chores I have this morning is to feed the chickens. Last night the kids and I got out here and we cleaned out the chicken coop. And so here in a little bit we need to run to town and buy some bedding and all of that so we can get this finished up. I'm really hoping to move this nesting box right up there on that wall because I think it would just keep it a little bit neater and cleaner. And it'd also be a heck of a lot easier to gather eggs. And then we're also brainstorming a different type of nesting box. Right now we're using these. And while they work okay, the chickens always tend to roost around the edges of them. And they're always pooping in the nesting boxes during the night. And so I would like to basically eliminate that. I'm considering just putting some kind of box in here that's kind of low to the ground, you know, in several different places right along here. And I've even considered just taking a whole bunch of straw and just piling it up in piles around here in various spots. Because the chickens tend to like to lay eggs in like the corner or on the ground or in a pile somewhere. So I figure if we just build a nice big straw nest for them, they just might like that just as well, if not better, than a box. The chickies are getting big, losing their fluff and getting feathers in. So cute how she calls them over here to eat. Michael built another chicken tractor, so we'll be able to get these guys moved out of here soon. Pretty much the same style as the one we previously built. The only thing we did was make it just a little bit taller so that way we could put turkeys in it if we wanted to. But after we got to thinking about it, we decided we probably shouldn't have done that because it does make it a little bit difficult to crawl in it if we want to get the birds out or even lean over into it to give them feed and water. But it'll still be manageable, I think. And then instead of covering it with tin, we covered it with vinyl siding. We had some leftover from getting our house redone a while back, and they actually picked it up and took it with them, and I had wanted the leftovers. And so I called the company, and then they brought it back, and then they also brought a bunch of other scraps that they had. So we got a lot of vinyl siding to use for future projects. The only downside to using vinyl instead of tin is that if we'd ever get a storm with large hail, it would probably knock holes in it. But other than that, I really like the looks of it. It looks very neat and tidy, I think. And if you're interested in seeing how we built this, I will link the video right up here to the one that we did last time.
Okay, it's up there, but...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Keep going.
Shoot, that thing feels solid.
Do you think it's...
I hope that's where you like it. Do you like it there?
Yep. My only concern is that whether or not it interfere with the roost getting it in and out, but it won't.
It won't.
So it looks good to me.
We could actually possibly go higher with it, but...
Now, yeah, that's good. I don't want it too high, actually. That's just right, because you can come in here and you can see, at least for me, it's eye level for me anyway.
I like that.
Yeah, just for safety, you might want to put an extra screw or two in somewhere.
Someone's checking out the new nesting boxes.
Ooh, she is. You like those?
I like this one.
Nope, I think I'm just going to lay right here between the two of them. Just to drive you guys crazy.
He's like, is that one in yet? Because I need to lay.
Ooh, this one's really nice. And as I said before, we were having trouble with them roosting on the edges of the nesting boxes. So we came up with making little nests out of bricks. Or at least lining the nesting area with bricks. And then filling them with hay. And we made 3 of them. So I'm hoping that does the trick. I hope they just come in here and find them awesome, and that's exactly where they want to lay, and it all works out good. Yep, I think that's going to be sturdy enough.
I think it's going to stay.
Then I'm hoping that this one being hung up on the wall will be one that they all like.
They won't use the snail. It's too cool.
Yeah. Well, that'll become the new roosting spot, and each one of them will sit in one with their butts in and their heads out, and then they'll poop in there all the time. Brooke putting this hen in there, and I think she likes it. We have another chance for some severe weather tonight. They're calling for large hail and high winds. We don't really have the building space to put our vehicles when it storms. So what we do is we park them up really close next to all the buildings in hopes that it will kind of deflect the hail a little bit. So over here we have Brooke's car and the pickup, kind of sandwiched behind this building. And normally whenever we do that, it usually doesn't storm, so it's kind of one of those preventatives.
Exactly. There's a spider on my car.
Oh, God. You know how hard it was to keep from goosing you a while ago?
Oh my god. I would have hurt you. I don't know where he's at. I don't know.
It's all you care about, so he's off your car.
Yeah.
I think the 4 o'clocks are off on their time.
Why is that?
So they don't bloom at 4 o'clock. They bloom more in the morning, don't they?
I think so. I haven't actually seen them in full bloom yet.
Yeah, they bloom in the morning. Because Phoebe had me take pictures of them.
Well, we were going to move the chicken tractors up here and get the turkey poults closer and get Mama Hen and her babies in them. But we're kind of running out of time today. It's getting kind of late. And it kind of just took longer to get the coops around and everything than what we planned. And since it's going to storm tonight, we figured it might be better just to leave everything the way it is for tonight. And then we'll get it done next time. So I guess that pretty much wraps up this video for today, and we'll see you in the next video.